Hey everybody, Mike from LB Music School here. Some of the first difficulties that guitar players face is being able to play chords other than open chords. Even sometimes open chords can be a struggle. So it'll behoove you to try to find, behoove, that's a $10 word right there. It'd behoove you to learn some bar chords, some alternative voicings just to spice up your playing. So today we'll go over some bar chords. First thing we're going to do is build a chord based off of the 5th fret of the guitar. We're going to take that pointer finger of ours and bar the entire 5th fret of the guitar. Now, what we're going to do is make a major chord based off of the 5th fret of the guitar. Okay? What I want you to remember is that the top note, 5th fret on the E string, is going to be our root. So what I want to do now is build the chord. So 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. Again, one more time. Pointer finger on the 5th fret of the E string. Ring finger, 7th fret A string. Pinky finger right underneath it on the D. 6th fret on the G string. It's going to be our middle finger. 5th fret on the B string and 5th fret on the E string are going to be a part of that barred finger on our pointer finger. So again, 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. The chord we're going to take a look at is our minor chord based off of the E string of the guitar. We're going to take the exact same shape that we had before, 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5, and just simply remove our middle finger and allow our pointer finger to hit the 5th fret on that G string. So basically what's going on, really simple, 5, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5. Again, that's 5, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5. And again, all those 5s are being played by that barred pointer finger. One more time, 5, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5. So next up, what we're going to do is take a look at bar chords based off of our A string. Now, like I said in the previous clip, our pointer finger is going to be holding down the root of all of our chords. So the only difference between these sets of chords is that we're moving that pointer finger down one set of strings. So instead of being on the E string, we're going to be on the A string. We can completely disregard the low E string for now. So the first chord we're going to take a look at is the major chord based off of the A string. Now, there's a couple of different fingerings for this one, so just bear with me here. We're going to play 5, 7, 7, 7. Okay? 5, 7, 7, 7. You're probably thinking to yourself, well, I can't bar with my pointer finger, so what am I going to do with the rest of the fingers? Well, a couple of different options. What people do is play that A string 5th fret with the pointer finger and then bar the rest on the 7th fret. So you got 5 barring 7, 7, and 7. This is it's kind of tricky because we're actually normally been barring everything with our pointer finger, but with this one we're going to be barring everything with our ring finger on our 7th fret. You can kind of disregard the low E string for now, but we're going to, in just a couple seconds, I'm going to show you how to incorporate that E string too. Another way, just to substitute another finger out, you can use your pinky finger. Again, still pushing down with that pointer finger on the 5th fret of the A string, but instead I'm just using that pinky finger to bar those 3 strings. So 5 on the A, 7 on the D, 7 on the G, 7 on the B, and again, instead of using the ring finger, just using the pinky finger. Now, another way to achieve it, I kind of like this way better sometimes, I guess, depending on my mood. What I'll do is I'll put my pointer finger on the 5th fret of the A string, and then use my other 3 fingers to play on the to play the 7th fret on the D, G, and B string. So you come up with this. So just to review that, just because this is kind of a weird voicing, pointer finger 7, 7, 7 is what we want to achieve. Option 1, pointer finger on the 5th fret of the A string, and then bar the 7th fret from the D, G, and B string with the ring finger. Pointer, ring, 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 5, 7, 7, 7. The next option is just to simply substitute the ring finger with the pinky finger. Sometimes I can just give you a little bit more leverage, and it's a little bit easier to push down too. So again, 5, 7, 7, 7. The last way is 5, 7, 7, 7. So instead of, barring that 7th fret, just substituting that for the 3 remaining fingers that I have. 5, 7, 7, 7. Last chord, but not least, is going to be our minor chord based off of our A string. Pretty simple here. We got 5, 7, 7, 6, 5. That's pointer finger on the 5th fret, ring finger on the 7th fret of the D string, pinky finger right underneath it, 6th fret on our B string, 5th fret on our E string. Again, 5, 7, 7, 6, 5. And remember, we're basing this off of the A string, so we're disregarding that low E. One more time. 5, 7, 7, 6, 5. So let's recap. 4 chords, 2 based off of the E, and then the other 2 based off of the A. First one, major from the E. 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. Making sure we bar all 6 strings there. 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. Next one was minor from the E string. Basically same shape, just lifting up that middle finger and going 5, 7, 7, 5, 5, 5. Last 2 chords, they're going to be based off of our A string. So we're going to disregard the low E. We got 5, 7, 7, 7. Now that's our major chord from the A string. Again, 5, 7, 7, 7. Again, we have those couple of substitutions for this chord. So right now I'm barring the 7th fret with my ring finger. You can substitute that for your pinky finger. If you want a little bit more pressure, it feels better for you to just achieve those notes, get them out nice and clear. Some people like to switch back and forth. And then the last one, 5, 7, 7, 7. Middle finger on 7, ring finger on 7, pinky finger on 7. And again, 5, 7, 7, 7. Pointer, middle, ring, pinky. That last chord from our A string is going to be the minor chord from our A string. 5, 7, 7, 6, 5. Again, pointer finger, A string. 7 on the ring finger. 7, pinky. 6, middle finger. 5. 5, 7, 7, 6, 5. Pointer, ring, pinky, middle, pointer. Now the last tip I want to give you guys, because I know at first these chords can be kind of daunting. As a beginner guitar player, when I was first coming up, I didn't even want to touch these things with the 10-foot pole. They were so painful, they were uncomfortable, and they were just, man, I just hated them. My goal is to make them easier for you by learning from my mistakes. One of the biggest mistakes I made was bringing my thumb up and over the neck with every chord that I made. So if we take that first chord that we learned, the major chord based off of our E string, 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 5. Now, let's say I wanted to bring my ring finger, or we have a bad habit, not the ring finger, your thumb up and over the neck. You can kind of get each note out, but a lot of them are buzzing and they kind of sound gross. So the biggest piece of advice that I can give you to make sure you squeeze each note out of the chord is to keep your thumb in the back of the neck of the guitar, dead center and pointing up north. And again, if you bring the thumb up over the neck, you're collapsing. You kind of see my hand, kind of collapsing a little bit. But if I bring that thumb down, my fingers open up, kind of have a better curl to them. And with that being said, get cleaner notes. Now, it's no mystery that some of these chords are pretty difficult to make. It's hard to squeeze out each note. Sometimes you hear, one string kind of buzzing, another string or another note, you're just really not getting the note out. It's just kind of the way to think about it is that you're building a muscle with the left hand that you didn't really have before. Two biggest things that I can convey to you to make sure that you get these chords out and they sound cool, they sound nice, and they sound clean is: one, make sure to keep that thumb in the back of the neck of the guitar. You're going to get the most squeeze out of it. And two is just keep pressuring on. If you start to feel pain in the left hand, ease up. Might want to take a break and maybe rearrange your fingers. Maybe just simply put the guitar down for now. Again, we're building a muscle. You can think of it this way: you don't just go to the gym and pick up a 150-pound weight and start bench pressing like a maniac. We want to build that left hand, so it's important to stay healthy with it. By that I mean, make sure you have that thumb in the back of the neck to squeeze and get the appropriate amount of pressure, and take breaks with it. Don't go too crazy about it and drive yourself absolutely nuts trying to get each note out. Just want to say, please, if you have any problems or anything with this that you need clarified or anything like that, hit us in the comments below, message us on YouTube, get in contact. I'd love to explain it to you. If you need an online session one-on-one, be more than willing to do that. Just please reach out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys soon. Be safe and be well. Thank you.